Still an incredibly good champion. Shanks says, in game point, game 4, give me this Kassadin. And with that shield that you're going to get, it will be a little bit harder for Doinby to bully him.
Now, as Tarzan makes his way down to the red buff here, Nio's at half health. This is very dangerous.
I smell first blood coming through. Nio's got nowhere to go. He gets shielded. Tarzan with the re-engage and first blood to the AL jungler.
AL already having a gigantic scaling advantage because despite the fact that you have Smolder on the other side, it's really hard to deal with this Kassadin. Well, that's gotten even worse. Niket over the wall.
The desperation is, you can smell it from NIP. Doinby getting in there fast. They know they have to try to save this game, and it's going to be a 4v4 all-out brawl. Tarzan low, Shanks low, Nio dead, Niket with a triple knockup, but he can't save him. AL are going to stomp NIP into the dirt here in game 4. Doinby is dead. Double kill for Hope. AL on top. A mountain to climb. If NIP win this game, I'm willing to say it now, it will be a miracle.
Yeah, it really would take quite a lot for them to come back against what has been generated for AL as they now take down this first dragon of the game. Still 2 minutes until Grubs, by the way. No real contest or concern to be set up for that. There's really no way to deal with that. The biggest problem is where the kills went. Because if you got kills on the Kassadin, yes, that's going to be really scary late game. If they contest this could either be really good or really, really bad.
Shanks is prepping that Rift Walk right now. Hope forced the flash away. He's got the bullet time in the back pocket. Kyle taking a big chunk here. Shanks is going to Rift Walk away from the chain. 1 grub to AL. So we continue to play a game of chicken here. Knockups are coming through. Bullet time over the top. Here comes Jax on the backside, taking out Kyle, but here to help. And Doinby is in trouble. Doinby is dead. Leave's going to be the next target. Shanks cannot Rift Walk out of there, but Solo Kill will be able to at least pick up the second grub for NIP, but it's still a big win for AL.
And here, Nio is spotted going into the brush, and Tarzan is here.
If they know that this is happening, here comes Tarzan. 4-0-4. He's got the Sundered Sky too, so you know he's going to sustain a whole lot. He's taking a lot of damage, but here comes the rest of AL. There's Mom over the top. It's being a 1-for-1 for right now. Will this fight continue? Niket wants a piece, but here comes the bullet time. Doing enough damage. Niket is so low, he cannot survive. It's a double kill for Flandra. He's now got 3 kills as everybody except for Shanks and Kyle are participating in the kill department.
Their own lives. Not a play I would recommend making, but at the end of the day, all it does is give Tarzan pressure over this dragon and a little bit more gold in the pocket of AL.
We get some progress on this turret.
Yeah, they will be able to at the very least set up, but at least for now, it looks like it is going to be a teleport onto the top side. Flandra could be in danger.
Oh, we're just diving here. All right, Flandra just teleported in to die?
Certainly a questionable decision there from Flandra. Ends up teleporting in, but I guess technically he does save the turret, and with Shanks pushing here on the bottom side, that could be enough in order to get first turret gold over to AL. It doesn't look like it's going to be on this wave. But, you know, maybe that is a play that they consider worth making. I certainly would not. A bit of a blunder there, but we'll see how much it's capitalized on.
I mean, it is going to secure feats, so that's very good in itself. You did give a shutdown over to Leave. I mean, like, you know, we talked about how far behind NIP is, but
NIP is going to step up for this Herald. This would be a great time to fight. Teleport coming in. This is it.
The engage is on Nio. He's down to half HP. Another teleport coming in. This one's Flandra. So they expend 2 teleports, do AL. Means that Solo Kill will have alone time with this turret and should be able to take it with 2 grubs. But the Herald will go to AL.
Yeah, it's the trade that AL were willing to make here. They were very willing to sacrifice that bot lane tier 1 if it meant they could guarantee that success, and it's exactly what ended up happening. I like that deal because you can utilize that Rift Herald to basically make up for the loss. Nice dodge there by Kyle.
We're going to see Hope get that mid wave in, and here we go. Fight is going to break out. Shanks is prepping that Rift Walk. 7,000 HP on the dragon and dropping, but very, very slowly. Shanks is now on the flank. Redemption going to come out here. Heal them up. They're going to try to chase out Shanks. They're going to headbutt him out. Solo Kill really can't find a way, and Mom doesn't do a damn thing. 3,000 HP and getting lower and lower. Where's Nio? He needs to make something happen. Bullet time coming across, and they shut him out. They lock all windows and doors to AL and do not allow a soul near that dragon. Doinby, Niket trying to get away, but Tarzan follows. Knockups, wind becomes lightning. Leave, dies. Doinby dies. Ace for AL.
That's exactly what we were looking for. A ton of damage, even with the flank on the back line. There's nothing going on. We're in picture-in-picture.
Yeah, we're still seeing fighting going on, and we're seeing Doinby just get ripped apart by Hope. He's 6-0, he's 7-0, he's not 8-0 because Shank steals that one. Niket will go down, and they're just being knocked down by Domino's K-Man, and K-Man, this game has really gotten out of hand. It was out of hand early, it's out of hand now. Otacon is up in 2 seconds, and you know, NIP, they're done after this game. Their year is over. They will not be able to make the regional gauntlet. You say it's been a successful year.
Ooh, that is a very rough conversation to have. I think if you're going off of what their expectations were, especially after winter, I think it's reasonable to say no, that this team wanted to at the very least compete towards top 6, top 5, like be a contender for making the regional qualifiers, even if they weren't able to make it to Worlds. For this to be a Group Nirvana team that sneaks their way into playoffs and watches Niket get torn apart by the bullet time. You know, I think they, I don't think they look at that play as particularly positive, and I think that might encapsulate maybe how they feel right now.
You might be right, K-Man. I mean, I think that Doinby individually has played pretty okay. Smolder is stacked up. He's going to die here, as they just dive him with impunity. I think that Doinby has played pretty okay this year. I think he's had his ups and his downs, but for a guy taking a couple of years off, we've seen a lot of players just look worse than he has. We're seeing another fight break out here. I mean, they're just they're not even throwing things at the wall here, K-Man, and seeing what sticks. It's just they're just going in. You can just see the faces of these NIP players, man. They look downtrodden. Like, Leave is just looking down despondent right now. It doesn't matter how many stacks you have. You know, they were essentially farmed in Split 2, and they were just... everything was so poor for them. But they made the necessary changes in Split 3. They had a great run in Nirvana, and we're just so strong. And, you know, credit to them, hats off to them for how far they've come, and, you know, how tough they played this series.
Well, this is a team that has proven that the bones, the pieces of it, the players on it are good enough for this level. It's all really just about that growth and development. We already got so much of it out of these players. You know, I'm excited to see what their futures look like, but fortunately for now, they are down 10k gold to Ninjas in Pyjamas. Shanks is just realm warping in. Oh no. Rift walk.
This is the last fight. We see TPs coming into the base. We see a bullet time over the top. It just doesn't matter. It's a triple kill for Tarzan. Anyone's legend. They were pushed hard by NIP in this series. A lot of games where AL were fortunate to be knocking on the base turrets, knocking down the Nexus, but Game 4 was not one of them. Wire to wire domination in Game 4. They have earned the right to face off against IG, and they have exiled NIP to an early offseason.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.